And then remember another combo working then conversation. When you know me, I don't do interviews, I do conversations. Now, it didn't know or confuse some kaka. Are you?
Yeah.
Your name is Clara.
Clara K.
Clara K.
Yeah.
But I work Clara and what the K and what the chassis.
That is for the showbiz.
That is for the showbiz. I hope Papa do tone or the scene or the chassis.
Aye.
But showbiz internet set about for some. That way the K be chassis.
Aye.
But your more crab.
Yeah.
But your hairstyle no offended.
Oh yeah. We'll be a fan of some co.
Biafana Samunko. Biafana Samunko and Pala because baby was still Sama fa for an answer man qua or by some case papa. But your more crabby.
Yeah.
The one and I can tune to mine.
Oh, and yet to way blue.
I a blue.
I said dark blue, sir.
Okay. I would them know your feel.
And now me pay.
Now, but when you say be and I did your
oh, yeah, back on a mechi. The other one is a near bonus.
New bonus. Did that able to in the circle?
A beer.
The child that was about taking beer.
I'm sure.
Okay, you too.
I told the Americans that I want to come into me. Into your damn cockroach.
The Bukake win. And
a beer, me a fool.
A flat tongue.
Papa,
that is done fun.
Now say me a bee, you know. Yeah, dear. Quite never could take you.
And then I would have an Amart. Nii Amart.
It's literally Nii Amart.
That's a Nii Amart.
No, Nii Amart. No, some people don't pronounce it well.
What one then?
Nii Amart, but some people pronounce it like Amate and all that. So the Nii Amart, it's fine. Just like my mentor, Joe Mentor, but Oscar or
and so I'm not to know short.
What's on there? Joseph. No, I am Joe. I'm in Amart.
Amart is a surname which I'm short.
Maybe me sending me a boy few.
Boy few.
Yeah. So Nii Amart is the middle name.
Then can you be our friend in here?
Well, yeah.
Can you be our friend in me? Then can you be our friend?
Nah. Yeah, but usually the next name no na like where the person is coming from. Tell me say if you Jamestown, Amachewi. So I'm called Amati. I'm the first male of my dad. And so my first born be my Ama. So that's the difference.
How confusing.
That's anti-force Nana.
That's when you have Asantinian or friend Nana.
Well, by the end of the day, it's never too ninety.
So I don't can you be your friend in me. Ni mommy or you do know I am a dog. And then I mean, I'm going for near my how I render man. Most made in a way to net a trim. Me another fee. If I didn't know chumuno, I am a what matter say what am I? It didn't hear me though. For Tom Waka. I did fine. You see, I shall say, Leon, gospel Kutinaya.
Yes, beginning or personally now me hear a little bit of love songs.
Since I decided to be a love song.
I don't. My dad didn't allow me then.
Your dad didn't allow you to do music, or your dad didn't allow you to do love songs?
Love songs.
Didn't I?
I don't know. It was more of a Christian home totally. So the whole family is a music family. So for the music, you can't take it out. But I said, me really no so gospel no be hear me there, so I forgot.
And then I had this conversation. But then I may repeat some of the questions I had yesterday because of what you said. Didn't you know, Christians, when somebody is singing about love, we make it look like it is outside the Bible and so we shouldn't do it.
It's the understanding. For me, I don't have a problem. Not all the love songs that well, but
what is that understanding?
The understanding is that love is more of expressing how you feel to somebody most of the time. So definitely it's the content of the song that really matters most of the time.
So what was the content of your own?
Well, my content was more of expression of love, how I see somebody. So usually those days, like the way it's an international, I can just look at you, know your name, and I'll just create a song for you.
No, I don't mean to the media because Bible, in fact, now I'm taking myself out of the Christian concept. I'm taking myself out. Bible now, Christians.
Yeah.
What did he?
Sure.
What can? That Bible that has become like a manual to your life.
It is.
Speaks about love.
Yeah, a lot.
Also say, you have nothing.
Yeah.
But on one kriya,
some of us,
you judge those who do love songs. You brand them as worldly people. Why should it be so? We all can't speak about God. In fact, in as much as the Bible talks about God, it is not every verse in the Bible that mentions God.
Yeah.
Incidentally, and you people discriminate.
Well, not everybody though, but some people, just like I said, is the understanding of the whole thing. Because just like I say in the Bible, even Song of Solomon has a lot of content about love.
Thank you.
Do you get it? So sometimes I think usually what make it look as if is sometimes the visuals. Sometimes the visuals make it look as if it's so evil. But for me, most of the time, one person I really love his songs is Kwabna and Akwabwa. These two people. Those days I used to like do a lot of stuff with Kwabna's song. A lot.
Even in the Bible, I believe there were visuals. Kara, I'll come to you. I like the way
because my name is Nii, so
even in the Bible, there were visuals. In fact, in the new book of Bible, say I call the book of Esther.
Okay.
Bible say, Ken Ahasuerus, Okada na university, umbra, umbe display no, in front of all the kings that were there, and she should wear nothing except her crown. She should wear nothing except her crown. So why should you have issues with visuals when there are visuals in the Bible?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, just like I said, but then most of the time, I think, just like I'm saying, I'm still going to repeat the fact that it is the old archaic mentality of, those days we have an archaic way, one share dukwa untimin ko chapel, you can't wear trousers and all that. And I ask people that, do you know, so what of pants? Usually we have boxers that women wear. How do you differentiate? We have jeans that looks like the same. So how do you differentiate? So for me, everybody has their concept, but for me personally, I don't really have a problem. If I don't like it, I don't watch.
If you don't have a problem, Dentina, when your father said don't,
I was with
you didn't
him.
go
he
ahead.
Was the one taking for me. I was young. I was very young too.
You are old now. You're taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Did that be a love song?
Maybe one of these days I can chip in. I can chip in one because I have one interesting one. I wrote for my girlfriend then.
You want to do it, but wage out.
Oh, wage out. Says you're my wife or basso.
The what you need in Besha.
Yeah, but I'll do something sweet.
You do something sweet. That is nice. Clara. Conversation most people can't answer. Clara, do you think or do you agree with me when I say that gospel musicians were not gospel musicians, the gospel fraternity were discriminator?
I really do agree with you. Seriously, this is something I've been having problem with so many years.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you'll be in your experience.
Oh, yes.
Can you share with us?
Well, my own church, my former church, me right now, I don't want to say some things though. My former church gave me a very strong decision to take. I'm that type of a person. I believe they say something in the Bible, their Bible, that when you're doing something and you feel it's wrong, stop. But if you think what you're doing is right, go ahead and do.
Go ahead and
that is me, my verse. I don't listen to what people say because at the end of the day, Sunny Pana or Mao option say, stop what you're doing is word. I don't even know why they describe our songs as worldly music. What do they understand about worldly music? I don't know why they call secular musicians as they are doing worldly music. I don't understand. We are all preaching about love. We are Christian. You are a gospel musician. You sing about love, the love of God. I also sing the same thing. And then you are saying it's worldly music. Just because. See, if we bring it in Ghana here, the gospel musicians, some of them have climbed stages with them. Some of them, the way they dress, I don't even dress like that. So me and you, who is doing worldly things? Yes. I remember some time ago, I had a show at one of the TV stations. I don't want to mention name.
Sure.
Yeah. When I went there, me as the one that they call me as a worldly musician, I climbed stage with my own eyes, without taking any alcohol, without taking any herbs. I can't do that.
Nothing.
But a gospel musician has to take thoughts before.
I wanna.
Yes.
I wanna.
And it was a female lady too. It was a female.
I tell
you, she said, I cannot perform without, I have to do something first. And I was standing, she didn't know I was coming to, I was also an artist. I was watching, I was like, wow, gospel musician wants to take thoughts. And me, after, she will come and tell me that, why are you doing this? Why are you singing about, you have to preach the word of God. Me, I believe singing gospel is also a calling from God. If they don't call you, and then you force yourself to sing, you will flat, you will come back to square one. How many musicians, gospel musicians, as they are still down? I mean, almost basuri. Your friend no asala work on Bible. You will not even hear one verse from the Bible in his song, and you call yourself a gospel musician. It's not about doing worldly music. I have a song called Don't Run. Pastors play in their church. It's a motivational song.
Can you give us a line of Damunyamino? Mama line, I'm into no man's motivation in putting it, no motivate man.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you wonder the way things hit you down. Never give up, just believe in yourself. Keep on moving on, don't stop. Even when it seems so hard, yeah. The Holy Bible says, if you fall 7 times, you will rise again. No matter how long the struggle, hey, you will overcome. Because the sun is ready to shine on you, yeah. You don't have to run, stand and face your fears.
Beautiful.
You understand?
Beautiful.
I don't want people to even classify this song as a gospel. Please. I said the Holy Bible.
Okay.
Says, and it's in the Bible. But someone will stand aside and say, why didn't you mention God inside? Why didn't you mention Jesus Christ inside? What is the difference between me saying Holy Bible without saying Jesus Christ? It's the same thing. Obi, as akasa maybe a champion. There are so many people telling me to do gospel. There are so many people telling me to do gospel.
Me?
Yes.
I'm tempted to ask them questioning. Abazina Oma Enyom, you're classifying as gospel music.
Well, basically it's the content of the song. So I think Nigeria, I've forgotten the guy's name. He sang, is it I Win was a baby? It was related I Win, I've forgotten.
God Win. Yeah.
Now, I don't think, as we classify gospel artists and secular, I don't think he does gospel. But then, it was a song that was being played in the church. I mean, I think I hosted a show in 2015. The choreography team came to dance with it and all that. So, for me, what we classify as gospel is the content of the song, which is the message of Christ. Because gospel is about the good news, which is the message of Christ. So that is what most of the time we classify as gospel.
Say a sofa. No chapel. A bobo family any praise or chapel dema.
Definitely, I'll play.
Bobo. Dinta.
It carries a message.
It carries the message.
That's in the Bible. Just like I just love the lyrics of a song. It is something that a lot of people go through a lot of stuff in church. They come to church, they go through a lot of stuff. And sometimes your message might not preach to the person, but a song like this can actually give the person hope. So there are some songs, yes, I can play in the church.
Mohins in into Mumbo Chapel.
Okay, let me say probably some of Shatawale's song. Probably. Some of the songs. Because he had...
the Mohin de Pote Pan into Mumbo Chapel.
Oh, I just say a bo, but I just say a bo, but I think definitely yeah, some of his songs, because recently said released one song, I think is it On God or so. Recently released On God. I've not really listened to it though. But some of his songs. What's it?
So God.
But I've not listened to the song. I've heard that he's.
But there's God inside.
There's God inside. But I've not listened, so I'd have to listen first.
But there's God inside.
I know there's God inside.
You
but
know
I still
songs that have God inside.
No, it's not everybody can mention God. Everybody can mention God. But the point I'm making is what is the God inside the message preaching? The message. The message, the God in what you are saying is communicating. That is the most important thing. Just like her own, she literally didn't mention God, but is communicating more than me mentioning God. So it is paying attention to the lyrics of the song that would make me play the song. Because trust me, some of these songs we classify as secular. Some pastors play at certain occasions and all that, depending on the song.
I'll go to Clara, but in Pedem send me visa was
No problem.
I'm Yamitne. Mijizinye day. God has different ways. Or the message, or the microphone. Inye debia na se Nyankopon le mo message a. Obo mo message based on assembly Bible aka. Sometimes no ebia erbo bibi ho mpe kra the response that will come no you doubt, because that is not what it is. Do you, as a gospel artist, believe that America that Shatawale no let me use my Mankasa Moho as an example. Family any praise, and some of Kofi Kenata, yeah. When they are playing those songs, the way I can easily connect to God, more than when they are playing worship.
Yes.
Because their songs put me in them grateful mood, I was here. God has brought me this far. And these two people are not classified as gospel artists. But so when Bokofi Kinata Nonyum, them digress 1 and 2, were friend and some things fall apart, some Adam and Eve, or some enyum binada. Warobwa, it can so put me in the worship mood, it can put me in that grateful mood, and most mama denya miasano. It is better than when I am doing worship. To you as a gospel artist, and I don't want gospel for no. Or better watch a day. Say if it is not directly related to the Bible, it is not God who is using that person to give me a message.
Well, not entirely so. I can't, like I said, I would categorically state that I can't speak for everybody.
You mentioned Shatawale.
Yeah.
But tomorrow I go get something. I go buy a motor for my mouth. Nti onka Bible last ninti. Onka John 3:16. Onka Psalm 34 ninti. God is not using him to give me a message.
No. That's not it. That's what I'm saying, that a lot of people really have this archaic mindset and this strict thing of Christianity. To say, and yes, say, and is not right. And yes, yeah, let me use some of, I don't want to mention name, maybe. Some of these are like Pentecost, for example. At first, you can't literally take such hair like this to church. Or even wear a dress like this to church. Sometimes they will even bring a cloth. A friend of mine told me, in his church, like then, yeah, but now it's not like that. So then there was a certain mindset about what we call Christianity. So everybody has his or her mindset about how they see God, or how they deal with God, or how they want things to be for them. Right? But for me personally, I am a serious fan of Stonebwoy. What's the name? Kofi Kinata. And for me, these three people. I listen to, especially Stonebwoy, when I listen to some of his songs, just like I said, it gives me some kind of refreshing. Do you get me? But that doesn't mean that when I see Stonebwoy, he's the devil. No, I don't see him that way. Because he's communicating a message. A message. And a message can be in any form. As a matter of fact, let me just chip in this. Some of the messages, if you check carefully, they have a trace in the Bible. Maybe you haven't read it. That doesn't mean it's not in the Bible. Because there are times we are in church and sometimes I'll try my best. Them cheese. I'll make out. I'll leave Clara out. No problem. Clara, Sister Leko Chapra.
No.
Did you ever go to church?
Oh, me a woman once in a while be. Me do baby no more prayers and no baby. That is when I feel like going. I do pray in I pray in my room.
Do you feel that the church has driven you out?
Yeah. So many things. And I happen. Me, if I tell you about, I said this on one of the TV stations, and they were telling me a whole lot that I am discriminating the Bible, but I have learnt and I have seen some things that I have realized that no Christianity no omudi bre omudi di omutri mama omudi so yes and omudi pushi ye yenyi ni edru baby ni emu say no nyame beye no a wasted time. I'm telling you, it's wasting time, papa. Don't work hard. Sit on your ass. God will do. Go and sit in the church room from 6 o'clock and come back home 5 o'clock. Then tell me God will do. God will. Man, I be free throw a bro. Do you understand? So many marriages because of church. Or Baba Solak or Tina, sorry, 6 o'clock. No, Abba, if you do 7 o'clock. I used to do that. Who kosum nyame? Wa worry oba worry for kosum nyame. Nto bi wala on sum nyankopon. Oh, be sum nyame, but see that is why abrofo no mo the Bible na nkasa baaye no. They don't waste time in church. Boni akwa sorry, watch out 2 hours is too much. But Ghana we spend more than hours in a church. Then you refuse a womba okunu. You understand? Obi kwa nya aduane no oja no yire ni kunu ho akwa sorry. Na wo ba na be ma ni bufu a wo se wo ye bonsam.
You feel they be bufu ye nta Bible na sa?
Oh, yes, sana me hu no. I had to say do you know one thing about Africans no? Let me say Ghanaians ankasa. They think say they know the Bible inside too much. They think they've read it and they think it's almost sia de na anti no mu fi say eno ano no. So they are perfect in it. Me, I don't think so. I don't think so because
would you say that you have a personal relationship with God?
Me?
Oh
yes.
You have that personal relationship.
Yes, I'm that type of a person. Okay, me believe in church say ukoja so de ko boy yankopon asumu a bonitrisi na pampas wa no ansa.
Asa Bible ni baby susu ndo ya yenye.
What's your dream ready? Ye fa aniwoden. So say sometimes a dream maybe you go aggressive with God. But aggressiveness not only say obakwa transfer them akobo. See, you can be in your room alone in your room you can see there are so many ways that you're different Yankopon. And that's what most of them they don't know. And yes, over Kwakoja, so the Marco Bones, my bone, pay and Kwana just in Yankopon with you. I rather come out for mammy, God should kill with town for you. Yankopon, Koya person in showers, cow person in shower, real person in shower, contium, no shower, ya, or town for our Kunu. Or better than Yankopon. Adia way. So what Kunu? I'm a kaya bonoko. But one baby dear dancer say, I gave away, na me tano pa, give away, na me peso be and so Yankopon na ye. Me, I don't believe in that thing. Because Bible naka say yamon pa yama yatamfo.
Okay.
And
so you pray for those who are not up for you.
This is how I pray. I pray that God, yema bisa dear mommy. This is what I want. Mommy down kwa. First thing. Mommy amwoding. Mommy nyansa. Dia me busa obi arade ye mommy. Shira me na matamfo na omo pese me fall no mu woni monyam. Ani wutumi. Said the beya omo boni omo wo mu no. They will change and come and take you as your savior. Me, I won't pray that God should kill my enemy. Okuna, oh, who Yankopon ni monyam. Dia wa yam no, oh.
Beautiful. Nii, I'm questioning Pedimbiso, but I don't want to leave Clara out of the conversation. I can't to the Church of Pentecost. There are other churches.
Yeah.
Methodist woho, Roman woho, eyi woho. Chapel bi woho men chichi wuti yende. Do you have a personal relationship with God?
Tight one.
Tight one. So, are you able to differentiate between doctrine and dogma?
Doctrine and
dogma. Do you know what dogma is?
No, I don't know what dogma is.
Master. That's the reason why I maybe saw that. Do you have a personal relationship with God? Because I'm saying, and then some more by example, because me ni mo bibioa, mo tu medina example in this instance. When it comes to issues of God, this is what I believe. If you have that personal relationship with God, like you're saying, when you are that tight with God, or there, God should be able to caution you. Right? So, a wadam understanding. Let me say, some kadam ruko Pentecost, mako bompeya. And you may be one because God says I shouldn't do. I won't do because or a chapter no rules. They are two different things.
Yeah, sure.
Inti dogma is chapter na numbra. Doctrine is Bible na numbra.
I get you.
Inti see the difference between dogma
and doctrine. Yeah.
Doctrine.
Sure.
Inti nyame bi wo hwa or a chapter na numbra.
Sure.
Chapter no ona na wa shamba. Oda way yende.
Sure.
Ahade na eba odo obi aka tongues. Bible nka de chinchinachi odo obi aka tongues so chapter na numbra. Nti no they will line people na wa shadala wa throw tongues so wada amu ho na we sua ka. Asase. Inti se chapter no wa sha ho numbra. Na say I wouldn't zimbra no do because in your heart you believe that is not what Christianity is. To them, Clara, Oregon, you believe that is not what Christianity is. Would you leave the church na akobe before for?
Yeah, why not? Because definitely it will turn out to be issues after issues. You always have a problem in the church. So Bible even states that examine the spirit. So if you go to a church and you realize that their dogma, whatever is going on over there, it's not really something.
I hope you're going to read.
Based on how you personally, just like she says she understands God for, and you realize that this church that I've entered, it doesn't really click. What stops you from leaving? God will not come and arrest you for leaving that church. In fact, people have left churches to other churches. It's just a few that stay in a church from the time they were born. But definitely a lot of people have moved from based on some of these issues.
She's an artist.
Yeah.
She has left the church because na chaplain was judging.
Yeah.
Based on her dressing, her style and everything. You are also an artist. Abazi. And I know there are lots like her.
Sure.
There are a lot who have left the church because Deputy Jesus for now watch up with them what doors. Yankopo ni PAs now watch up with them. What doors one will make decisions what them yankopo. So a lot like her have left the church. As a gospel act, as a minister of God, etonium, ede chankra, as a manyankopon. Abertin differently to win back all these people who have left the church, especially musicians. Away for chapel, why judge when I'm away for chapel because they did not choose to do Psalm 23 kind of music. What will you do differently?
Well, first of all, I would need divine wisdom because I wasn't there when the issues happened. Sometimes some of the churches do the thing in such a way that even trying to put the person back will be extremely difficult because they've used all dubious means just to make the person feel bad. So first of all, I would ask for divine wisdom to deal with it. And secondly, I would probably, in my own small way, advise them that, listen, it is God we are serving. You know God for yourself. You've accepted Jesus, the most important thing, as your Lord and personal Savior. Let God lead you. Trust me, on a more serious note, if God leads you, you are safe than me telling you what to do. Because even me, I'm a mortal being. I need help from God. So even me, I can make statements and utterances that will not help you. But there's no way God will fail. Even with Peter, he betrayed Jesus. But he was the closest. At a point, the Lord ministered through him. Jesus said, this was not given to you by flesh, but from heaven. At another point, he betrayed Jesus. What happened? So communication as human beings, there are times God will speak through me to speak to you. There are times God himself has to speak to you. Just like as you are talking, we can be, most of the time it happens to me. I can be talking to people, literally I'm actually speaking things, hidden things about them. I don't know. So by the time I realize, they rather tell me that it's a confirmation. This is what I felt. This is what blah, 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 blah. There's a friend of mine recently. I told her to tell the dad to be careful. And yes, obey her. As I'm speaking to you, the dad is not feeling well. So if Jesus... I'm not OD4. God speaks to everybody. God speaks to everybody, just like he can speak to her.
Nii, I'll come back to you.
Sure.
Clara. Okay, so now, I'm trying not to be biased. We've all established the fact today, the way you're looking, your hairstyle and other things. Lucifer Nankasa. We say if you sure waba.
Oh yeah.
But then don't you also think today, them embrace chapel funyana washishe, like he said, Eko baby na sendressy, ya was a tam, was the baby bufro nazi. Don't you think that's a woman makwan? The dressing be a pebia fabra. And some basic chapel danuma. Mama me bikini da, no me digina Pentecost or tenyum. Let me digina a Roman chapel or tenyum. Let me debuncha way Jesus na send you. Don't you think that's how you work?
Well, for me, I would say I'm not really speaking about the dressing form. Yeah. You understand? One thing that made me stop my previous church, I used to minister in the church, and they told me to choose between me singing in the church and me doing worldly music. And then it's either I choose to do gospel or I stop ministering in the church. And I have the passion of doing that. I have the passion of ministering in the church. But at the same time, this person that you are stopping me from doing what I feel like doing, I believe God gave me the talent. Where's Nametrono? Where do you think I get it from? Some people, they pass through so many things to be able to pen down some words. Me, I don't drink. I don't smoke. Nothing. I get my words sometimes from a dream.
And you believe God gives you?
Yes. I get my words, my songs, I get it from a dream. I performed Black is Beautiful here. I slept, and in a dream, someone was telling me black is beautiful. Like the person was describing how black is in the dream. So what I was hearing was black is beautiful, black is beautiful. I woke up and it was still in my mind. So I went to the studio and I told the engineer that I want to do a song. I want to title it Black is Beautiful. There was a guy there. He's a songwriter. He was like, wow, the message is deep. Okay, I will help you to compose. So I told him that since we are talking about Black is Beautiful, we should go to YouTube and stuff. Let's read about black, how we came, how our dressing is, and how the color black is. And I'm a dear.
Unfortunately, my time is on. Come on, I am the one. Come on, hey! But unfortunately, my time is on. A new project area.
Yeah, I released an album that was last year, 18th December. And yeah, Black is Beautiful album.
Okay. And
they're still out there. Actually, I'm promoting one of the song, which is Y, featuring NY double. Yeah.
Featuring one.
NY double.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm working on that one, and unfortunately, let me say, Black is Beautiful is really doing well on the Apple Store. I'm really impressed.
That's good.
Yeah, Ghanaians are really loving the song, and the foreign countries too. I'm really, really impressed. Yeah. Yeah, it's on all the digital platforms, iTunes, Boomplay, Audiomack, everywhere. And the name is Klarah, K-A-Y, Clara, K-L-A-R-A-H, Clara. And then the K is K-A-Y. Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere. Who social media handles?
Yeah, it's the same spelling, Clara K. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Everywhere is Clara K.
Clara K.
Yeah, same spellings. They should go and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. In fact, conversation, why am I though? Nii Amart.
Yes.
What's your project?
Yeah. I have Ghana Youth Praise Festival.
Okay, when is it coming up?
7th August. This is the 8th edition.
8th?
Yes.
Wow.
The 8th time, yeah.
Wow.
And this time we are doing it massive around Mamprobi.
Mamprobi?
Yeah. It's free. No, in a church, but it's free. Apostolic International Worship Center.
Apostolic International
Worship Center.
Yeah. Apostolic.
Yeah.
Apostolic, I am better why a chaplain be for tension and begging for tension.
No.
See, I want your offer. Okay. Obi kadem be for tension and begging for tension.
Maybe that was then.
I can't assess an can be so. And that was the first no way.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes.
Okay, man, because I may have trouble when you call apostolic chapel, not to be being busy for 10 or so. In some apostolic software may be another quinta.
But
unfortunately, my time so I can't come down to
we'll be having a health screening and float a week before in the community.
Or you have a date?
That one is 30th July.
30th July, this month.
Yeah. We'll be doing health screening, BP and sugar.
Okay.
In the community, and then
the following weekend.
Then the event itself. Yeah. Pastor Eugene Zuta is on, and other wonderful ministers.
Oh, that is nice, and it is free.
It's free.
In Peskinti.
And yes, I'm in Peskinti.
Another
one, but I know the Obitia.
On your Bejiska.
I know December.
On air from number 10 ticket.
Yes, sir.
From number 10 ticket.
Okay.
But you may say, okay.
On all the stores, Nii Amart.
Nii Amart.
Yeah, Nii Amart. Yeah, but on YouTube it's Amart Music.
Amart Music.
Yeah, I have a reggae medley that's out there, doing well, and then my own song, Undeniable God. I think you should listen to that song.
I'll go and listen to it. pay me to listen to this. So now, so you're going to tell me, Charlie, thank you guys so much for
coming. Thank you too so much.
That's it today. I was so loving the conversation. I mean, conversations like this, when you know, I'm a pen fee, some more to them.